baby.
We are the X-Men. Together, we're unstoppable.
Plenty of tricks up my sleeve.
Oh dear.
We are the dawn that breaks his night.
We're soldiers.
Whatever forces await, we shall face them together.
He's the X-Men's most diabolical foe, Apocalypse.
I will be all that is left.
Yo, what is up, guys? We are back. We are here to talk about X-Men 97, Episode 6. Got the usual suspects in the house. First off, what up, T1000? Thank you for popping in. Much appreciated. Had to switch up the order because I didn't want to hear no racist stuff again. So everything is on point this time. Jen, tell the people where they can find you.
What up, everybody? You guys can catch me on Nerdy AF. You can also catch me on Sci-Fi Vision guest hosting and on Real Cinema Therapy. And, of course, right here with Big Afford Entertainment and these gentlemen here.
Absolutely. Well, these ruffians down here, this gentleman's over here. Danny, tell the people where they can find you, sir.
Find me on my channel, The Road to Wisdom, where I reveal a little bit of wisdom, knowledge, understanding, spiritual stuff on Mondays and Fridays, usually sometime between 6:45 7:15 a.m. Also here on Sunday nights with these gentlemen and nice lady. Someone's live next at 8 o'clock. And on Wednesdays, the Hangout.
Yes. Mr. Knight, tell the people where they can find you.
Find me on the Real Review 3000, of course, Chaos Central. And tonight, here in about an hour, we have the weekly wrap-up on my channel. Fun games and all sorts of stupid crap stuff.
Hey, Danny.
Yes.
I don't know about you, but we might have to mutiny Chris, right? Because we do more stuff on KS Central than he does. You know what I mean? There's got to be some sort of mutiny over here.
Wait a minute. That's not how this works.
Okay, let's go.
I don't stream my stuff on there. And when I stream for Chaos Central, I stream over there only. I've always done that. I've never changed that.
But why were we made to stream on both of our channels?
No, I didn't say you had to stream on both. I just said on Chaos, and you do a Chaos Central show. You guys do it, and that's fine. I've never told you had to stream stuff on there. I appreciate you guys do. Always, I do. But you don't have to. There's nothing to say.
Well, I mean, we do want to build up the channel, right? So it's better to get more content. So get your fucking content over there too. All right.
And when I start doing the Rumble and the Name That Tune, I will probably put it over there.
I'm gonna start recording these.
So hold on, Danny. Hold on. He said when he gets back to Rumble and the Name That Tune. How long has it been since he's done the Rumble and that tune? Almost as long as it took him to fix his computer.
I get everything together. Make sure I got everybody here. I have to get everybody scheduled. If people aren't able to make a schedule, then they can't be on. And there's people that still have to do that. But, I know Nzo was only worried about getting the weakest players for the Rumble because he knows he can't win without that. So that's okay. I mean, if you just want to just throw anybody in there, I'll throw anybody in there.
You do realize
or do you want the strongest players?
Wait, hold on. You do realize I won against Danny, right? Oh, Danny, he just called you weak, brother. I don't know.
I'm just saying. You just want me to rush through it. To get whoever. I didn't say he was weak because he did his home. He went up against you.
Listen, I win all the time. I ain't even worried about anybody you bring onto that show. All right, unless you try to bias it with some judges that don't like me, then I'm gonna lose, right? But if we ain't being biased, there ain't nobody beat me on that show. Just saying. But guys, thank you everybody for popping in. Much appreciated. He said, "Oh, it's been a long time since we seen Chris." Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's a chat. I ain't saying nothing. That's a dude in the chat. I'm just saying.
I don't know what they're talking about. Every Sunday, pretty much.
Anyways,
Mondays and stuff like that.
it ain't Chaos Central, so me and Danny ain't going at Chris, and we're gonna get Jen to start going at Chris too as well. So it's just how we do it over here.
She already going at him. She done call him Tank the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, only backstage show. We gotta do that live stream though. You know what I mean? I gotta be on live stream. But yeah, guys, we are here to talk about X-Men '97.
Just a hat that says "My name is Chris."
Not Chris Evans though. Not Chris Evans though. Just saying.
Oh no,
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris.
No.
On the line, you're kind of down there on the line of Chris's, but we still love you.
Thank you.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about. But guys, we're gonna talk
when it comes from her. I mean, let's just be honest.
Yeah, I know. I'd accept it too, Chris. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I've been hit with some stingers already, and I had nothing to say. You know what I mean? I had nothing to say. I could all right, I'll take them. Whatever. You win.
That's just the newness effect. The newness will wear off.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Once the newness wear off, then it's gonna be
the newness.
You're back, baby.
And I'll just squish right in between y'all and just take it and give it.
All right. Well, I will skip that comment right there, and I'll move on to something else. Okay? Well, we're talking.
It's still light out. It's not after dark. My apologies. It's still light out.
No, don't worry. It's after dark all the time over here. I can find. You know what I mean? Everybody's in darkness somewhere. But yeah, so X-Men '97. Okay, this is what we're here to do. Yes, absolutely. Jen, what did you think of this episode? Overall thoughts?
I really loved this episode. I'm really happy that they pulled in Polaris into it. I really liked that we got the ending that we got. It wasn't like a huge twist or surprise we knew was coming, but I'm glad we got it this episode and they didn't drag it on because the way the titles are working. Again, when it comes to the opening credits, I kind of got used to the first couple episodes, and I know I kind of bitched about this last episode. Whoever I see, I'm kind of looking for those characters in that episode, and we haven't been seeing that whole switch up. It's been kind of, it changed up a little bit from last week to this week, but that I kind of wish they would brought back. But I'm really liking everything. It was very emotional. It was really about this whole evolving and going beyond who you are and realizing it. I liked the switch up that they did from the comics with Danger. And I really liked how she came in, and I liked that they didn't make Professor X this villain. She was there to really help them and push them forward. So I really liked everything that they showed in this episode. Yeah, and X Corp is here, so I'm kind of glad we got X Corp. So I was kind of gassed and seeing everything the way they're going. I thought we got a lot of good stuff this episode.
Yeah, man, I thought this episode was good too. Danny?
I think it was the second best episode of the series so far.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to top the Magneto and X going against Apocalypse, that episode. This is my second favorite. I didn't realize, but she seems almost on par with her dad. And I'm glad that they recognize her as being his daughter. I mean, her daughter, his daughter, that Polaris' daughter. And I'm glad I can see where they're going to try to go to Onslaught because he's trying to still reach for
which you called, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
Last week, which you called last week.
Yeah. He's trying to feel his presence. I felt like he's going to go back to that danger room, like I said last week. And I'm just looking forward to it, man. This is a very good ride, very good story. I still will say again, last week's episode was definitely out of sequence compared to this. I don't know if that was a misstep or whatever. But if they stay back and go on track to this, I'm definitely going to enjoy it. And then the last scene was fantastic.
So let me ask you two questions before you. Hey, what's up, Fatal? How you doing, man? I know you've been trying to get on. If you want the link, let me know. I'll send it to you. Two questions to you guys. One is, did you feel like at the end of the episode, Professor X was giving off a Magneto vibe? Because I kind of felt that towards the end.
A little bit.
I have to watch it again. I didn't really get that.
Well,
I
I
know.
thought
I know he was trying to tap into.
Well, he was doing. Go ahead.
He was trying to tap into, I guess, Magneto's thought process to help his daughter when he was like sharing his thoughts with her.
And that's kind of what I thought.
To get that, I don't think he was actually had a Magneto vibe. I think he was trying to help amplify her power or give her confidence to use her power and tap into her power. Because she don't have the confidence that her dad does. But I think now that she see what she can do, then I think she'll be able to tap into that. Cause it's kind of like on the live action. Remember when Charles was helping him turn that big old disc, satellite disc, whatever?
Yeah.
And he gave him a good thought. I kind of see him doing that same thing with the daughter, giving him thoughts to the dad and stuff to help reach her full potential.
I got you. Jen, you were going to say? Oh, sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I think that there was a bit of the Magneto thing with him telling her, don't hold your power, don't hold back, let it all out. Because that's very Magneto. But I do kind of agree with Danny on the fact that may have just been more, maybe that's what he felt she needed to hear. More than it was just a Magneto vibe. But it could have been both. I mean, maybe that's the whole idea, is to be very ambiguous about it.
Ooh, Fatal with the $10 super chat. Sorry, Jen, keep that thought. He said, nah, bro, just watch. If Jen is a school teacher, I'm also one as well. You guys keep that secret, LO Nzo. Much love, brother. Thank you for the $10 super chat, Fatal. I appreciate it, 100%. Go ahead, Jen.
I agree with both what Chris and Danny said, but I also thought, like, Magneto always would try to find a loophole, right? So I feel like Professor X creating X Corp, especially at this juncture, was a little Magneto-ish as well, because he's trying to, get away from what's her name, so he can have like a, not have any kind of jurisdiction and not have America really F with him. So he's kind of reestablishing Genosha. Plus, he put it there specifically. I know all the events that happened, but I felt it also very Magneto-ish, because that's why Magneto was like so hung up. He was so devastated that he wasn't able to save all of the X-Men, and that was kind of turning him and getting his head all spinning while he kind of like crashed out, and that's what made Professor X actually like tap into his mind to bring him back. So the fact that he wanted to build X-Corp there, and that it's in Genosha, and that he's doing it to bypass jurisdiction so that he can still set up a team, the teams that he's doing, and he actually even changed the name of it a little bit. So I felt that was really like Magneto seeping in. Like, he's still Professor X, but he's starting to understand why Magneto did what he did. And he's like, all right, well, I can find a better way, but he was right. And I feel like that's nagging in the back of his head, which is why he went forward with everything that he did in this episode as well, besides helping Polaris and saying little things. Like, I think there was one line when he was like, I still have a little bit of him inside me. And I was like, yep, that's on Slack growing. Give it 9 months. Like, I was joking around. But
no, I feel you. Yeah. I got that too. And my next question is, now the comic book, Jen, you'll probably let us know. Polaris isn't his daughter in the comic though, right?
They retconned it back to that. It wasn't originally. And that's why I think in like one of the very beginning, like the first or second episode, we were talking about Magneto, and I was like, technically he doesn't have kids yet. I was like, technically he doesn't have kids. He wasn't aware of them. So when they came out and they said, like, Polaris knows that that's her dad, and it's kind of known in the show, but the show canon is definitely different from the comic canon, and they did go back and retcon it, but where that was kind of done kind of fits into the show what it is. If you started reading the comics and just read it, he didn't have kids. Polaris wound up being retconned to be his kid because they wound up having the same powers.
I got you. Chris, overall thoughts? Oh, first off, he said, will Wanda and Quicksilver be in this season? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. And what's up, LDG? Thanks for popping in.
I think they got her too overpowered in MCU universe. So
I don't know if they'll make her that powerful in this one, though.
I can do without her.
Yeah, I don't want Wanda in this.
Yeah, I don't want her either. Yep, Polaris was later, his daughter Quicksilver and Scarlet, which is his kids. Gotcha.
Right.
Go ahead, Chris. Overall thoughts.
I was just going to say, I think that it's back on track. Last week felt like a really hard departure from the storyline they were going to tell. This week it was right on where it needed to be, back into that continuity. And I think there, like I said, I kind of noticed it too. It didn't seem like completely like Charles. There was a lot of very Magneto talking and vibes, and it almost seems like perhaps the what happened in this episode may have been subconsciously something he purposely did to himself and the X-Men and the students. And I'll get to that idea later.
I also kind of like that we saw so many new, like not new, but we saw so many X-Men that are kind of new to the to the show that we haven't seen before. And we, as you know, people that are nerds, we love watching this, know the comics. We know that that is like the next generation of X-Men that are coming up. And I like that they're tying that in, and it kind of fits into like what's going on with Doomsday and what they're doing with Spider-Man. Like actually in the movies, like they're starting to bring in the younger cast and the younger characters. And we saw not necessarily those characters being younger, but still in this series, we're seeing that younger generation and where that's kind of heading and leading. So I really liked that aspect. So they're leaving that open for like future seasons to see what's going to happen with them. They're already starting to show us some of those characters that we know wind up becoming like X generation. So
you said Polaris is an original X-Men? Absolutely.
yes, but she wasn't originally the daughter, which I know that
Daughter,
you also mentioned in the chat, right? They retconned that back.
We could see Wanda say no more mutants. No, I don't think we'll get to there. I think we will get to that because I know Brian did say that he believes one of the seasons we will get a House of M, and I believe that's where she says it. So if that's the case, then yeah, she will say it. What up, G Major? How you doing? So how many kids do Magneto have, and do they all share the same mother?
No, they don't share the same mother
No.
because Polaris has her one mother.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, that
I think they have the same
they have
mother.
the same parents.
Yeah.
They have the same mother,
Yeah.
and they're both Magneto. So those are the same.
Yeah.
But I only know of those three being his children. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, me too. Those are
Right.
the only
I don't
ones
know of any other ones that are his children. I think that's it.
Same here. All right, so that was our overall thoughts for this episode. Now we're going to get into our positives. I'm just going to do this real quick. Hold on. So I can give some visual cues while we talk about our positives and our negatives. And Chris, you are going to start first on your end.
The positives there is, again, back to the continuity that we had set in place for the first part of the season. I think there was a lot in it that tied right back to that. So again, the fourth episode seems a little disjointed from everything. So I'm not sure where that's going to play into. I think it will play back into everything. I just don't know where and how. The other thing, I love that Charles, he is doing a lot of what Danny said. It is a lot of the idea that he's just starting. When he starts in this with the Danger, he is trying to see if there was anything else he could do. Like if there was anything I didn't think of that I could have done to change the situation. And as it works along, he is subconsciously telling this simulator, we're not good enough. We're not going to be able to beat this. And again, I'm not sure if he intended to, or if, again, kind of like Danny and Jen are going down this road of that there were moments of Magnetoisms, the way he acted in this episode that seemed very Magneto-like, that I wonder if subconsciously he did it, but he, like, somewhere in his head, he did it on purpose. And that's what's going to lead down the road to Onslaught, is that he knows that he has to break some of these rules. And again, we talked about Charles and his, is he a good guy? Fundamentally, yes, but he's also willing to do things to get to where he wants. And I think this episode did a very good job of showing that.
Absolutely, 100%. Danny, positives?
Kind of like what Chris said, I think that subconsciously, Charles, I think for so long he knew how powerful he is that he kind of keeps restraints on his power. I think it's kind of slipping through, and that's how Danger Room became sentient. I think Charles had something to do with that. They hadn't explained that to us yet. I think the barriers that he put in place to make sure that he doesn't never lose control, he starts to lose control because he's so in so much grief because he lost his friend. And I think that's going to be this is the first step that we saw in Onslaught. I think it's going to be. I've never read the comic book, but I've heard about it. I want to see it live or see it in this format. But I definitely like the way they're doing it. It's not too slow. It's giving you just enough breadcrumbs to keep you interested. And I kind of like the fact that they're a little violent, especially Polaris. If it wasn't for Havoc, man, she's about to killing people. So we never seen that on Disney in this kind of cartoon form. I guess they kind of creeping over to the dark side, and as long as it's not too ghastly or too bloody, whatever, then I don't have a problem with it. I like how aggressive she was and what she was doing. So if this is going to be the story of Onslaught, then I can't wait to see the full manifestation of Charles and Magneto together. That's going to be awesome.
100%. I can't wait to see how they adapt that storyline, right? And I know it's going to be a little bit different than the comic book, but I really can't wait to see how they adapt that storyline. Anik Joe said, side note, I'm not a fan of the new Black Panther. He's a good actor, but his body type is too small, and he's short. I'd rather the guy from Snowfall. Hey, listen. If you watched Spoil Kings last night, Brian is losing his shit over this, and I am loving it. 100%.
I just sent Nzo. Look, this is probably going to be a hot take, but I don't care. I am so sick and tired of these people losing their stuff over fake stuff. It's not real. It is fake. The ideals that you have in the real world, you can't apply them to the fake world sometimes, and that's just crazy because it don't matter whether you a bastard or you come from a good family. If you are a good man, a good person, I do not care.
I got you for real. Charles Danger Room was nuts. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is Hugh Jackman still Wolverine in the X-Men reboot? I don't think so. I think they're going to keep him for a couple movies, maybe another Deadpool Wolverine movie. But I think when they reboot it, they'll probably give us a new Wolverine.
Right. They've been in the talks with who they're looking at. They have no clue, but they're in talks of it.
We saw a glimpse of him in Deadpool and Wolverine.
You said Henry Cavill as Wolverine?
Yeah, he looked good. Wolverine.
That might work. Bishop was killing it this season. I know, he's way too tall.
Henry Cavill's way too tall and too big. He's like a better Colossal, like, to be honest. Like,
yeah.
I can't see. Yeah, I can't see. He's too tall. You need somebody short. You need, like, Tom Holland. I'm just saying, I don't want to keep seeing Tom Holland and everything, but he's short and he already has like a shaggy like hair. Like you can make it work.
Said that Harry Potter was looking at playing Wolverine one time. Wasn't that a
Who?
Harry Potter.
Oh no, I hope not.
I'm telling you, I heard that.
Yeah, no, I heard it too. I hope not either. I don't like him too much as Harry Potter. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Daniel Radcliffe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Bishop's been killing it this season. Yeah, that's gonna be some of my positives when we get to me. Yeah, absolutely. Said facts, Danny. Most of the world's heroes disappeared. Absolutely. Bro is a bit dorky. Good point, Danny. Also, Marvel needs to stop getting A-list actors. Why have Ryan Reynolds as Ghost Rider? It should have been an unknown. We'll see. We'll see how he does as Ghost Rider. I don't think I have a problem with that.
You mean Ryan Gosling?
Ryan Gosling, yeah. Ryan Gosling.
I don't either.
He's too pretty. I'm so mad that he's doing it. I didn't like that. I'm like, really? Nigga, you went from Hail Mary to I'm going to be Ghost Rider? I was like, no.
For
no,
real.
I can't. You're always like, you're dancing La La Land, like, and now you want to do some, like, like, you're just too pretty and nice. Like, I can't see him as that.
It would have been interesting if they did the Danny Reyes Ghost Rider.
I agree. I would have liked to see Danny Reyes, too. Says the man who complained about Namor's body type.
Oh. Neymar?
What is he talking about?
You, Danny.
I don't understand what he's talking about.
He says the man, because you were saying about the child, that you don't care, but he says the man who was complaining about Namor's body type.
If he didn't have the right kind of body, I would be complaining. He's a teenager. He would be muzzled up.
Yeah, they're making him his kid, right? That's what it's supposed to be. That's why he's so young and small still, but still, like... Yeah, not
That's
happy.
why everybody's upset because it's not T'Challa.
He
Right.
It's
might grow up.
T'Challa, and it looks like that he might be the T'Challa going into the reboot, and I think that's where the biggest problem is, right? Because I
Right.
don't see them just casting him for these 2 movies. They're gonna cast him and keep him as T'Challa for the reboot, so that could be a problem.
Right.
Why? Why
I
is the
thought
problem?
Damson Idris was going to be the T'Challa for the
I think
reboot,
he did
and
too. But it
this
don't
kid
look
was
like
just
it.
going to be for not the. Yeah, I thought they were going to recast. Yeah, Damson Idris to be T'Challa, and then this kid was going to be for
Maybe
like
he'll be the grown-up version of T'Challa.
right. That's who I thought would be the grown up version of T'Challa, which was that Damson Idris guy. But
Okay, so they could do that, right? Have him come in for these 2 movies just for Doom. Well, no, it would have to be Secret Wars. Doomsday's already
I think he's gonna be in
it's already
Secret
filmed.
done.
Wars. He's gonna be.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think he's gonna be. We may see him. The end scene credit may be something with him pushing over the movie to Black Panther 3. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I got you. Clint Eastwood's son needs to be Wolverine. Wolverine later in the comics is based on Clint Eastwood. I got you.
Oh,
In the
Clint
comic
Eastwood's
books.
so weird. He's tall though.
Hmm.
He's
Yeah.
a short guy.
Yeah.
I think that everybody loved when they did an accurate Wolverine in
In what Deadpool
Wolverine.
Wolverine, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's like, do you really want that short of a Wolverine? I don't know. In the comics book, Onslaught killed the Fantastic Four and Avengers. They will pull it off in the series. Could be interesting if they pull it off. That's the thing. I don't know if they are going to pull it off like that because if you remember in the comic book, they did that because they sent the Avengers to a new kind of world. They called them Heroes Reborn and stuff like that. So I don't know if they'll do that. It'd be interesting. Ryan Gosling is my favorite. Ryan Gosling in my favorite movie of all time called Drive. He can pull it.
Yes.
Drive was good.
The Drive was really good. I love him as an actor. I love him absolutely. But I don't know. I don't like think about all the movies he's been in. Can you really see him being somebody that's like gonna freaking make a deal with the devil to become Ghost Rider?
Mm-hmm.
You know what
No,
I
I
mean?
got
Like,
you. Yeah,
yeah, I don't see him as a. I'm not saying that he might not be able to pull it off, but right now I'm like,
I don't. I think
I
he
don't
can
know.
because I'm gonna keep using these same 2 names. I did not think Michael Keaton was gonna be a good Batman,
Oh,
and
he's
some
my
people say he's
favorite.
arguably the best.
Yes, he's my
100%.
favorite.
I did not
100%.
think that Ben Affleck was gonna be a good Batman, and in my
He
mind,
was.
he
Agreed.
is the
He
best.
was.
Agreed. Agreed.
You
And
can't never guess.
go ahead.
I just say you never can. You be like, I don't know if they can do that, but once they get in that zone, because a lot of people, I think when we first saw that Robert Downey Jr. is going to be Doom, he's like, why are he doing that? I think he's going to kill it. And then we
I think
start
he's
talking
gonna
that
kill
little
it too.
voice, that little accent. I
Yeah,
say,
I,
yeah, I
I
think,
think he's gonna
good.
kill it too. I think he's gonna kill it too.
Yep.
Better than Cage Ghost Rider. The second movie bored me. It was trash. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling needs to be the angel, not Ghost Rider. Ooh, I would
Yes.
like that. That would
Yes.
be good.
100%. That would fit
Yeah,
way
I like
better.
that. He's actually 32. He's not a kid. Yeah, we know, but
Well, yeah, but yeah.
yeah. Oh snap! Jen is onto something because Damon Idris was on the concept art of Doomsday. What if Damon is OG T'Challa?
That's what I think that they're doing because the new kid, whatever his name is, he's going to be in the 2028 Black Panther 3 movie. And I think that at that point they will have retconned and fixed it where T'Challa is like going to pass it down, like pass the torch on to him for
To
whatever
his son.
reason. But I do think that Damon Idris is going to be, is replacing. God, I don't even like saying that, but is going to wind up being the OG T'Challa. I can't. It's so freaking heartbreaking. Like, God. But yeah, so I think that's the way they're playing it. So to me, both of them right now are really like the Black Panthers that Hollywood is going to see on screen.
Absolutely. Peter Fonda as Satan was hardcore. Who needs to be Wolverine is Harry Potter, dude. He's short and he looks like him with facial hair. I don't
The
know about that.
Radcliffe guy.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
like
know about
he
that.
looks so much like Elijah Wood. Like remember Elijah Wood
Yeah.
like in Sin City when he was like hopping around like that. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
I can't
I
see
know
it.
Anzo's not going to agree with this. I think Jen and Chris may. I did not
Who?
think Robert Pattinson was
Oh.
going to even
Oh,
was not even going to be in the vicinity of Batman.
he's not.
But in this suit, man,
He's not.
man, you ain't
He's
gonna like
not.
the story.
No,
But
he's not. He's not. He's not even close. He
all
like
right,
some emo looking Batman,
he
Bruce
looks
Wayne.
better. I give you, he's Bruce Wayne. He's terrible. Batman, he's better than George Clooney.
Val
He's
Kilmer?
better than doggone Val
George
Kilmer.
Clooney and Val Kilmer. That's about it. I know, like he's like the hottest thing right now moving up is Robert Pattinson, and I get he's got range because he's played all these characters. But you're right. I don't think like he was the best choice for Batman. I'm not saying he didn't kind of pull it off, because some people kind of liked it because he needed to show that range because he's really like trying to climb up that Hollywood ladder. But I don't know. I didn't like the way the whole filming was or the story that they gave, and I was like expecting that whole Arkham Knight, Dark whatever, and I wasn't really crazy about it. I know some people love that movie and they get on me for like, how could you not like it? And I'm like, because I know the story in the comics, and I don't know. It wasn't the greatest in my opinion.
I think he pulled off
Thank you.
year 1 or year 2 of Batman, who really don't know his way. He's kind of finding his way, but he's not the savvy Rico Suave, Bruce Wayne, transformed. He's not that. But
right.
For year 1, year 2, for this version of Batman, I think he's okay. In the future, they're gonna get a different Batman. My man is Alan Richardson. That is absolute Batman all day long.
Yeah, he would work. Absolutely. Danny, right. Ben Affleck was getting so much hate when they cast him as Batman. Now people calling him the best. I was one of the people that kept saying, guys, give him a chance. He might be good. No. They kept bringing up Daredevil. Oh, remember Daredevil?
I didn't think he was going to be a good man, but that warehouse scene, boy.
Yeah,
fire.
That is fire.
That is the best Batman I've seen live action.
Ryan Gosling as Cyclops? No. Ghost Rider.
He's supposed to be Ghost Rider. I can't see him as a Cyclops either, but he's supposed to be Ghost Rider.
Nah.
You know what Ryan Gosling would have been? He would have been a freaking really good Richard Reed instead of Pedro Pascal. I'm just saying.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
He would have. That's who he should have been.
Pedro. I didn't think he was going to do good, but he actually did good. He did better than that.
Pedro.
Who's that bad guy in Wonder Woman? I thought he was terrible in that.
Oh, yeah. He was. Yeah, Wonder Woman 84?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was trashing.
I can't even think his name. Who was in there? He was terrible.
Yeah, he was trashing that. Patterson as Batman was plausible. That's it. And Batfleck was meh. Are you out of your mind, DQ? You're out of your mind.
I wasn't really like excited because I know Ben Affleck's work, and I've watched him like grow up with like Matt Damon on the screen, and they were friends, and like you follow a story, and I was like, I don't know if he's gonna be able to pull it off. I was really impressed with Ben Affleck. I was not gonna lie. I'm not saying he was the best. Michael Keaton, hands down, I feel still far has not been beaten. But Ben Affleck surprised the shit out of me with his performance, and not for nothing, I think he has the best suit.
Guaranteed.
Out of everybody, he's got the best fucking suit.
Yes.
He had the tumbler, like that shit was fucking crazy.
Yes.
Like he came into the whole the DC world at the perfect time to play the Batman that really kind of elevated him back to the actor that we all knew he was before he fell off. Because let's be honest, Ben Affleck did fucking fall off. Like he kind of came back with like the town and the accountant, but like they were still like, you know what I mean? Like he had a lot of help in that movie with supporting actors and stuff.
Yeah,
the accountant is fire.
Facts.
The accountant is fire, and the town was fire. That's what I mean. Like,
Yes.
Oh my god, I love those movies.
Jen, tell the people your positives for this episode.
So honestly, there's so many positives, but I liked in the beginning what was that group? The Purifiers that came in. I kind of liked that we got to see them, and more specifically, I like that they mentioned the vibranium, vibranium. Oh, I can't say it. Vibranium. Right. Thank you. Vibranium. I can't. Anything that has like that like simonym, I mess that up every time I still say it. And simonym, yeah, I can't. There's certain words with that.
It's okay. We got
Spanish,
you.
But English, I mess it up. I just crazy.
Worcestershire. Worcestershire sauce.
Oh, yes, but that's only because I heard a really funny story that when I was like 8 and somebody taught me how to pronounce it because I'm close to Westchester County. So somebody had given me a funny joke and broke down the way. So now every time I say it exactly like that joke. Worcestershire sauce. And the punchline is that some guy with like a mayor of a town that was tasting sauces had like a mouthful of like chicken with the sauce on it. And he was asking, what's this here sauce? And that's how I pronounce. Like every time I just say that really fast. What is your sauce? And it still sounds like that's the only reason why I could say it because I'm not really saying it the way it's spelled.
That's funny.
Yeah,
that's
fun
funny.
fact. Jen can't say certain things, and I'm a language teacher. How embarrassing! And I still mess shit up. But positive. So I really liked that. I loved that they bought in Polaris because that's what I was talking about last live stream that we did. I wanted them to bring Polaris back. I wanted her to be able to like make the connection with Magneto and that kind of bring her and Professor X kind of back together. And I'm so happy we got to see that. I really freaking loved that. Well, Havoc was a complete dick in the beginning. I'm like, they used to date. He's such a like he was so mean to her in the beginning, and then like she was kind of flirty with Bishop, and like you said, Fatal J, like Bishop was killing it. I'm glad we got to see Bishop because that's a lot more than we kind of really get with other X-Men stories and even the comic. Like I'm glad that we're seeing more of Bishop. I want that, and then. I loved how Danger, when she came to life at the whole end, she said the whole it's like about survival of the fittest. So I agree with like Danny, like in Chris, in Professor X's mind, like even though he hasn't said it, Danger knows what he's thinking. He's thinking exactly what Apocalypse had said, survival of the fittest. He's remembering all of that. So I like that Danger kind of gave them that line. And then her whole mission and the whole point of her like fucking shit up this episode was just to get them to power up and level up. And I loved that. And I really liked, again, that, we saw more Bishop and Polaris had this like growth and like this whole mind shift of a moment. And again, I like that they mentioned the Vibraniums because I want them to bring in the whole like, connections to Black Panther and stuff and, Wakanda. So I kind of like that. I'm like, where are we going with that? Because, Storm and where that's going to go. So I like that they're bringing all that in for future episodes and future seasons down the line. Like they're starting to connect everything. So those were my biggest positives. And then, of course, the ending with Gambit.
Absolutely. So my positives, like I said, I love this episode. I thought it was really good. I love to see when, Danger Room took what Charles was saying and realized at first it seemed like she was going after the X-Men, but then we realized no, she's actually trying to make them stronger and understand that they have to do certain things, right? And at the end when Polaris does it, she says mission accomplished and blows up, and that was great. I loved it. I loved seeing more of Bishop. Right, so I was like, okay, good. We get to see Bishop in action finally in this episode because I think he's kind of been in the background a little bit. We see how powerful Polaris is, especially when Xavier said, "Hold my hand, let me work through you." So I could help you build that power for Magneto, because he was like, I seen what Magneto could do, and with your power, you could probably do the same thing, which was great. Now, I didn't know Professor X chair had guns and could do all of that stuff. I was like, oh.
It's like look like a James Bond. Like, what are you going to do next? You would think, with Forge, he was making some kind of exosuit or something.
For Xavier, yeah, I could see that.
There's no reason why he still should be in a wheelchair. That makes zero sense to me.
Yeah, good point.
100%.
Good point. But I love that scene, and then, they pin up Danger, and we could see how Danger was tough. You know what I mean? She was tough to get through, but it was all of a test, right? It was all to make sure the X-Men are stronger. And then again, at the end, we get to see, and I'll play it when we get closer to the end of the show, but that scene with Gambit, and I think we all knew it was coming up. And like Jen said, I'm glad it happened in this episode and they didn't drag it on, because I believe next episode, they're going to have to fight Gambit, right? So we're going to have to fight Gambit in the next episode. So seeing him in that scene was absolutely amazing, and I'm glad. I love the way they did it.
And the next scene is called Dead Man's Hand?
Yeah.
The next episode is Strange Land, Strange something, and then we have Dead Man's Hand. So, so I was going to say that whole Strange Lands, what's the title of the episode, if you don't mind me asking? Strange Land something, Strange something.
Hold on, I'll get it.
But, we didn't see Wolverine this episode. Morph was back, everybody's back, so I know, Wolverine kind of went off and did his thing, but obviously Morph has come back, so where's Wolverine? So I originally thought the Strange Land, Strange thing, we were going to get like another, Wolverine going kind of off on his own and seeing something with that. But the more I'm thinking about it now after watching this episode, I'm wondering if we're going to see, since like Professor X is doing his whole thing with X Corp, and that would be maybe the Strange Land, and we're gonna actually get something with Rogue. I'm not with Rogue, not yet. With Polaris, if it'll continue with Polaris, because we don't know who the other Horsemen are. right?
Yeah.
And Apocalypse was working by himself. That it was hilarious. So when he was like, "Give me more power," and I was like, "Who the fuck are you talking to? No one's there with you, bro. You came back in time by yourself. You have nobody with you right now." But so I'm like, so clearly, if Gambit is, I don't know, I'm gonna assume that Gambit's gonna be the first of the Horsemen that he resurrects. Like, who else is he gonna change? Polaris just came off this really great episode where like she obviously kind of evolved a little bit, kind of went beyond and kind of accepted who she is and what her powers are, and that Magnus or Magneto's her father. But when she wasn't accepting that before, is that going to give her an opening, or Rogue? Like, I'm thinking Rogue, Polaris. We know that they've become Horsemen before. Is that going to kind of play into where we're going next, especially since we saw that? So the Strange Land, Strange Thing. I mean, we also could
Strange
see
Heart.
Strange Heart.
Strange Land. No, sorry. Strange Land, Savage Heart.
Savage Heart. We can also
Yeah.
see maybe was it Cassandra Nova play into something if it's in the thing. So I'm like kind of looking at like where the comics are and like trying to tie in the title to some of the comics, because I know they've been doing that with the show. So I'm kind of curious to see where we go with the next episode. I know they dropped a preview, so I know we're staying with Polaris because she's in the preview for episode 7. So I'm kind of worried that they might make her a Horseman early already.
Yeah, it could be. I think we talked about that with Brian saying that she might be the next one. But the synopsis is the X-Men travel to the Savage Land and are surprised by a familiar face.
I heard land. I automatically went to Savage Land.
Yeah. So they're going to definitely go to the Savage Land and see that. So that'll be interesting. But you're right. I believe Polaris will probably go with them. Maybe we'll get a Gambit chasing them there or something like that. Who knows? I know you got to go soon, Chris, so give us your negatives and whatever else you want to say about it before you bounce.
There weren't a lot of negatives. I think it was maybe a little clearer writing on exactly what was happening with Danger Room and all that. Because as Danny said, it was definitely that she was training them and she was making it so they had to do something to get her to stop it. So, like, she was willing to push. Now, to what limits, I don't know. I mean, again, we don't know. But I don't think that was really 100% written completely well. That's what it seemed like. And then the next second, it looked like she was actually attacking them. Like, she was going to do a lot to hurt them or whatever. And I'm not sure if that was really what she would have done. Also, I don't know. The whole X-Corp thing, I don't know if that's, I guess I'm okay with it being in this, but I think it's a nitpick of mine that I would have waited a little bit longer maybe. That seems like maybe an end of the season type thing that he could have done. But I don't know. Again, there's a lot of stuff going on within the writing group and all that for this season, so maybe that's the reason why they did some of this stuff.
I got you.
Overall, I will give it an A-, because I think it's done really well. I just think there's a few little places where the writing may be trailing off a little bit, but still a really good episode. So I'm gonna head out. Guys, thank you very much. Take it easy. And
no problem, Chris. Have a good one.
Bye, Chris.
My bad. I went to the bathroom real quick, but Brian has access. He could have added himself to the stream.
Yeah, but Chris was about to leave. I was sitting back here. I was listening to you guys for like maybe almost 10 minutes.
Shit, I didn't even see you there, brother. But I'm glad you could make it. We did our overall thoughts, positives. Yeah, overall thoughts and positives. Go ahead.
Danger is a very interesting concept that they're bringing in. So the idea that it's going to help them with the training. There's something from the comics that we get, something from X-Men 92 that's also coming in. So I mean, there's going to be a lot of blowback because of this Danger, the whole idea. And then when it has the living entity that becomes, Danger, not just the Danger Room, there's going to be blowback from there too. It kind of tells me where they're heading with the storyline. We're not moving much further past where we are.
What do you mean?
So, like, we're talking about, House of X. We're talking about Onslaught. We're talking about, Age of Apocalypse and all that stuff. We're not going to be anywhere near there by the end of this season.
Yeah, no, I think it ends
No.
with like a vision of Onslaught or something like that, right? I don't think we're gonna see him at all in this season until the end. But go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, because I just think that they're going so much slower than I thought it was going to be, and I do believe this. We're going to see the Polaris become a
Pestilence.
X-Men. I mean, become one. Pestilence. She's going to be
Pestilence. Yeah, she's gonna be Pestilence.
It makes perfect sense, and then that's why they talked about Magneto, and they connected it to, and then even the Savage Land right now, because that's where Magneto left the jet behind, so he left people behind there. So there's all this stuff that's going to add up to talking about is Magneto good or bad, and she's going to be feeling a certain type of way, and then when she dies, she's going to become resurrected as a horseman. It's going to happen. It makes perfect sense where they're going with it. I just wonder if it's going to be entertaining enough, because I mean, you're going to have like dinosaurs. You're going to have a T-Rex. There's no doubt.
In the next episode, Savage Lands,
You're going to have you're going to have those things, and you might even kind of talk about Mr. Sinister with this too. But from there, I'm not sure it's going to be interesting enough, because things are going to happen that's not going to be storyline important, and it won't be action important. So I wonder how long this will be before we hit this huge action, and what's going to happen with this whole Gambit thing immediately.
I agree. I was thinking that we were probably going to see Gambit in the next episode, but I don't think we do. But it does say that they meet a familiar face in the Savage Land. Could be Gambit, or it could be a friendly face. So I don't know about that one either, right?
It could be Kazar. It could be Mr. Sinister.
Yeah.
It could be, any of those, So.
But didn't they didn't kill Mr. Sinister in the first season, did they?
No, they just weakened him and took away most of his powers.
Yeah, right, because he turned into that old man at the end of it, right? Yeah, right.
Yep.
Exactly.
You think Savage Land is going to be in Antarctica, right? That's where I'm assuming that they're going.
Yeah.
It's going to be in Antarctica. So I was thinking Cassandra Nova. Brian, what do you think about that?
Ooh, I like Cassandra Nova.
Yeah, I was thinking Cassandra Nova, especially because Professor X is going through his own shit as well, right? So that would really
his sister.
His sister.
No, I'm talking about Birdman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Jen.
I didn't get to Nerdman yet. I'll get to Nerdman later.
It irritates me with some of his questions.
Yeah, he's an irritating dude. Go ahead, Jen. Sorry about that.
No, I was just bringing that up for Brian because I thought maybe, because I know he knows the comics too, so I was thinking our Antarctica and Cassandra Nova, and that would kind of mess with Professor X. And if they take Polaris, I could see her possibly dying there, and then that becoming Pestilence for the following episode, because I think we need to see Apocalypse build up the Horsemen, and right now he's got one, he needs 3 more. So if he got Polaris, I don't know who the other 2 are that he's going to use. I mean, I can guess who they could be.
Magneto, most likely, because he's already dead.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're going to have Gambit, you're going to have Magneto, you have Polaris, and then we haven't seen Jubilee in a long time. So that's why I think I agree with what Nzo said about Sunspot. I think that's going to be the one, because we haven't had that storyline for such a long time now.
Correct.
So you think it's possible that this season ends with them setting up all the Horsemen to go into next season, right? Yeah, I believe so too.
And that's what I'm saying, and not getting to Onslaught.
Yeah,
we won't get there. It's going to be hints to it. We might not get there until the next season.
Right. We may even just see the starts of the conflict in Professor X's mind at the end of this season, right? As I even said to these guys at the beginning, I kind of felt like at the end of this season, there was a lot of Magneto coming out in Professor X with what he was doing, right? So we're going to see it's going to evolve, and then there's going to be the conflict going on, and I believe we'll get that towards the end of the season, which will build up to everything else that happens in next season, right? So I agree with you 100%.
They're setting it up now, because what they're doing, they're pushing Professor X to his breaking point, because you already lost Gambit, you already lost Magneto. If he loses Polaris, then he loses Sunspot. That's going to push him over. Those 4 deaths, I don't know what the time frame is. That's going to push him. So I got to do something different.
And then Danger. And then Danger putting them in danger, and that's going to, because he's the one who made the call to say, let's open up this thing and let's make it a training room, danger room. He's going to feel like everything he's done this season has hurt everybody.
Yes. Plus him not being able to control Danger because it's in his subconscious and he's not dealing with it, like the way she kind of went rogue this episode. I could see the building up of all the 4 horsemen really getting to Professor X, and that kind of all these little breadcrumbs leading to Onslaught, but that I think I agree with you guys. That's definitely going to be season 3. Before this episode and before a couple things, I was thinking we'll see him by the end of this season, but I'm thinking he's not going to come until season 3 for sure.
Yeah,
I agree.
Go
ahead, Danny.
Then why would he not put the restraints on her? Because he's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?"
With who? What do you mean?
When like she went to go,
she's got
Danger.
stomp on him and crush him.
Right.
He didn't put the safety precautions on whatever.
Yep.
I think he's just so in much grief and beating himself up. Why couldn't I do anything more? And he's not being his normal self. I think that's what's sliding him more into going to become Onslaught.
I agree.
I think he took the safety precautions off so that he can like just torture himself. Like this wasn't therapeutic. This was complete like I want to just torture myself and be sadistic so I can remember all this pain. And Danger is reading all of that and using it against him, and it's gonna get out of control. And it's going to get to him, and he's going to have to kind of really face his demons, almost exactly like in season 1, the way he made Magneto face his demons.
Exactly.
Exactly that, and that's what'll produce Onslaught.
I can't believe you even said it, because that's what I was going to say. Like they're mirroring what happened to Magneto. That's exactly what they're going to do.
Exactly.
It's a 1-for-1. You're going to see it in him deal with the way that Magneto had to deal with it. Professor has to deal with it, and that's how we're going to get Onslaught.
Exactly. And one thing I love too, right? Danger was kind of, used what it knew about Apocalypse and Magneto, and kind of had a mixture of Apocalypse and Magneto in there, right? And they were getting all of this from Xavier's mind. So that's showing me that even though Xavier, he's broken, you know what I mean? Like this stuff is really affecting him, and it's going to affect him even worse going forward.
How do you think that'll affect him with X-Corp?
That's interesting, because I think when it comes to the X-Corp, I think he's going to be more of a Magneto type leading. You know what I mean? Like doing things that he would not normally do, and you're going to see the conflict within him, like, oh no, I shouldn't be doing this, but then no, yes you do, this is what we need to do to get stronger and stuff like that. I could see that happening.
The first red flag is that he made sure it was in Genosha, right? That's where Magneto's base was, and he's out of the jurisdiction. So being out of the jurisdiction, kind of, whether he realizes it yet or not, subconsciously, he definitely has to realize that he can get away with shit now, and kind of, like, so the original comic book character, when, like, Danger went rogue, it was because Professor X had kind of, like, enslaved her. Right? And he was like kind of like a villain. We kind of saw that. We haven't seen in the show. They've been making Professor X be like a kind of a good guy. So right now he's going to go through this whole mental breakdown, and it's going to kind of completely collapse. We still may see Danger kind of come back and be like, you've kept me here, and something of that nature. And even if it doesn't, we're still going to see him have that breakdown, because the fact that like Apocalypse like went to go step on him, even though that wasn't really what happened and that wasn't in his memory, that shows that that's how he actually feels, and he's actually starting to cross the line, because he needs to beat that. He knows what the danger that's coming, and he's going to have to do things that he normally wouldn't do, almost like Magneto would just find the loopholes to get away and justify some of his actions. It might look villainous, but he always found a justification because it was for the greater good of the mutants. So I can see Professor X starting to go in that direction and slip, especially because he's not in the United States. He has no jurisdiction, and he can kind of get away with loopholes without anybody kind of catching him. So he can still have this prestigious look, even though he's doing like some kind of shady shit behind the scenes. So he might still get that like kind of villainous kind of part of Professor X.
And I feel like, because at the end he got a warning from the humans, right? They're going to attack them. They're going to go after the X-Men, and that's what's going to cause the Magneto be like, you see, I told you about the humans, you know what I mean? We need to make sure that the mutant race survives and stuff like that, and I think that's where it's going to cause conflict too. So I think the humans are going to cause a big problem for that too.
Because that's what we draw out the Magneto part of him. I mean, all these long suppressed frustrations he's had with the human race, right? And then he's dealing with the fact that he lost Magneto. So he's talking about Eric, all the stuff that you two were talking about. Maybe I was the wrong one because that led us down to this road. And all these dark frustrations and impulses are going to come rise up. And here's the question. Does that happening cause Scott to turn his back on Professor X and split up the X-Men? Maybe that's the storyline they're going towards. Onslaught is starting to come out, and Scott turns his back on him.
I could see that. I like that. I like that a lot.
Especially we have two different locations right now, so you can see one becoming the leader of one and having different opinions than the other.
Yep, absolutely. Danny, I know you got to go soon, so let's get your negatives and grades.
I really didn't have any negatives about this. Like I said, this is the second best episode out of the season to me. My grade is definitely an A. I'm battling with Roadman, Nerd Man. I'm trying to do at the same time.
I see that in the chat. We're going at it.
But yeah, this is like I said, the second best episode of the series of the season. I'm very interested in seeing these last 4 episodes. I agree with, but I'm kind of disappointed that we won't see Onslaught because it seems like it's gonna be very interesting to see it in this format. But I'm very interested in seeing what's gonna happen next week.
Absolutely. What's your grade? You gave a grade for the episode?
Oh, this is
A.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. Before I get to Jen, we'll go through the comments because I see there's a lot there. Cool Nerd said, "What's up? How you doing, Cool Nerd? Thank you for popping in." Pattinson as Batman was plausible. Okay, we said that already. Favorite comic book movie villain? You mean like comic book villain that was in the movie?
Because I mean, so are you talking about? Are you asking us about Joker or Darth Vader?
What universe?
Like where?
What universe?
yeah, 100%. Hey guys,
my favorite villain so far. He wasn't in the movies and TV. Tobias Whale, my favorite villain.
Oh, Tobias Wells is on fire. I give you that one, 100%. I'd probably go with Thanos so far, right? I'd probably go with Thanos.
TV villain.
Oh, I know you're going for TV, but he said movie villain, right? So,
I like Thanos, but I kind of like Hela too.
Hela was fire.
Thanos and Hela.
Yeah, Hela was fire. Only problem is the second half of that movie was ass. Say it again, fucking trash ass movie. And you know what? I'm telling you, guys, I am going to come home on Thursday and tell you that Spider-Man Brand New Day was trash because I don't like what they're doing with the Hulk. I don't like it. I seen a clip of it.
You're like, you saying something is trash. It's breaking news. Breaking news. Come on right now, guys. I also think something is trash. It's crazy. It's crazy, guys.
Never heard this before. Never.
Never heard it.
Man, Eli sent me a clip, and I was just like, fuck.
He hit him with the shocker glove, wasn't it?
There's more, and I'm just like, oh my god, are we really going to do this? Unless the battle is so fucking good that I don't have a problem with what they did in that scene. But from what I'm seeing, oh my god, I am going to flip out. You know, if you thought Brian ranted about T'Child last night, wait till I find out they destroyed the Hulk again. Oh my god,
I woke up angry still.
Wouldn't it be cool if Marvel connects their anime shows with live MCU? No. I mean, it's kind of connected because it's a multiverse thing, right? So you can still say it's connected. It's just a different part of the multiverse. I think they put that into effect where everything now Marvel is a part of some sort of multiverse, you know? So, but no, I wouldn't want them to do that. No.
Lady, gent, gotta bounce.
No problem, Danny. Have a good one. Enjoy the show, Danny. Iceman Havoc and up on Bishop Polaris outside. Gotcha.
Yeah, she dated all. She dated the first two, and I think she's gonna, begin with Bishop. I said that to Brian. I was like, mighty flirty.
That's okay.
Flirty.
That's okay. That's okay. Bishop can get that. Bishop. Yeah,
I'm not mad at Bishop.
Bishop, me neither. He already knows what's going on. He sees the future.
Facts.
He knows what. Like,
Facts. He's from the future, so he knows everything, right?
I had to come back to the past to make sure I've been at this point to make sure our future is good and bright. Let's go.
100%. My Xavier 90 figurine had guns. Did it?
Really?
Really?
I don't remember that. Okay. Savage Land said animation is terrible. For what? X-Men 97?
No, you're lying right now. You're lying. This animation is perfect. It looks just like what we're used to. Oh my god.
Absolutely no, the animation is great.
It's tighter. It's tighter than all the stuff.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
but it's still so
Yes.
nostalgic, right? Like even though it's
Exactly.
like 2026, it's still nostalgic. It fits. It's perfect. I love the animation.
Me too. Gambit, Psylocke, Wolverine, and Jubilee were the ones he picked recently in Marvel Rivals.
Mm.
Oh, in the game, those were his
In the game,
horsemen. I don't think we'll get Wolverine. I
I don't
don't
think we're
see
gonna get
that.
Psylocke yet.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. I don't think
Not Psylocke.
Psylocke yet.
Jubilee's
You
a
haven't.
possibility, but even still, I think we're gonna see Sun, whatever his name is,
That's not
first.
spot.
Yeah.
I don't
Sunspot,
think you've
yeah.
given enough screen time to someone to make him a horseman. You need to have more
Right.
screen time. So like, you know, it's not gonna be Bishop. You know, it's not gonna be Storm. You know, it's not gonna be any of those because they haven't shown them recently.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. I agree. I can see Magneto being one of them. Absolutely. Returning to the Savage line. Yes, they are. Before I'll join the land of sleeping, Apple released a Silo season 4 announcement. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. But season 4 is the last season, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it'll be
Yeah.
here next summer. That was what the announcement is. They already started filming it. It'll be out next. They filmed the season 3 and season 4 back to back.
That's
So they're
good.
ready. They have it already in production, and it'll be ready for summer of 2027.
Dude,
That's
there's
good.
so much stuff they're going to do. You guys are going to be, if you haven't read the book, or anyone who hasn't read, you're going to be in the shock for the end of this. From where we are now to the end of season 3, you're going to be in for a big shock.
Well, you
Oh,
gotta
listen.
see. I know I was on there with you yesterday. I didn't say anything, but we were. I know, like Anzo was so shocked about Bernard. I know I was. I was like, "What?
I was like, holy shit,
I was
Bernard.
like, what?"
Yeah, I was like, this was a banger of an ending of an episode. It was a banger.
So Tank was on here. He was like, "Hey, wait, who's to say this is?" I was like, "Shut up! Don't say who's
Don't
on the.
say shit.
Don't say it in the credits. I already knew he was going to be there." I was like, "Come on, don't mess it up at the beginning."
I guessed it because he's been in the credits since episode 1. I'm like, he's dead, so clearly he must not be fucking dead. But still, it was a great shock. I loved it. I loved it because it's not like the books at all. Fucking a huge like exit stage left from the books.
Yep,
loved it. Here we go. So this is what Danny was, and I'm gonna get Nerdman too. This episode was so silly. Young mutants stood there doing nothing. Generation X mutants were like the Chamber, who super powerful and did nothing.
That's
Shut
because
up.
they're young. They don't know shit, and they just went through mad trauma. They haven't even
Thank
been
you.
to school or been like coddled to do anything yet. Fuck yeah, they just sat there as they should. It's not their time yet to stand up and rise. They need to experience some shit, see some shit, and be trained on some shit. I'm glad they just
Facts.
sat their asses there. If they would have gotten involved, they would have fucked shit up. Sit the
They
fuck
would've
down.
died. They would've died.
Facts. They would have died.
That's
Facts.
Think about your kids. Your kids think they know shit, right? And then they try to get involved. You're like, sit down. You're 9.
Mhm.
You're 9. I'm like,
Exactly.
sit down. That's what that was. No, they did perfect. That was amazing. That was but the fact that they showed us so we know where they're going, they acknowledged like there's gonna be a whole nother generation. We needed to see it. But they didn't need to do shit. They sit there, be scared, get the experience, learn from it, so that way when we see you in 10 years, you where you're supposed to be.
Absolutely, 100%. He said it's good they're doing this show. Yes, it is good they're doing the show. They can do so much with X-Men 97 for a lot cheaper than a live action show.
Oh, hell
Agreed.
yeah.
Agreed. And I think it's better that way too. Like I know they'll do a great job with the X-Men in the movies, but you gotta come strong with this show out there, right? You gotta come strong because you don't want people saying, "Oh, I'd rather just watch X-Men 97 than to go watch the crappy ass X-Men movies they're doing," right? So you gotta come strong. Didn't the young students rebel against the X-Men?
Yes.
Yes. But not yet.
Why didn't the young mutants use their powers at all? Well, Jen just told you why.
Yeah, and they've also been like trapped and like kind of they're on the fence. They don't know what to do. They're yellow kids. If they use their powers, they were getting in trouble. They were getting locked up. They were told this and that. They haven't been properly trained. They haven't been to like Xavier's school. So them not using their powers is out of fear. They're traumatized. They needed to sit down, look, watch, and learn, survive, so that they can wind up building themselves up and being trained properly in the future. The fact that they,
Wow.
again, that they were there, we needed to be there, but I'm so glad that they didn't use their powers. I would have been so pissed if they did, because it's not their time, and it would have been so out of character according to the comic book or any canon. It would not have fit.
No one would have cared. Why are you doing this right now? Right now, you're banking off nostalgia, but what you also are doing, you're putting a seed in there so you can enjoy that character later. So that's all this is. It's a seed without,
Yes.
when you don't know how to do nothing, you sit down and shut up.
Facts. 100%. Because we all know when they kids in these fucking shows do some shit that they're not supposed to do, they always fuck it up. Every single time. How many times did we watch? What show was it, Brian? I kept saying, fuck these kids. I just kept saying, fuck these kids, bro.
Every show. Let me clarify that. I don't even need to know what the show is. Every fucking show. I'm a teacher. I love my students, but fuck them kids, man.
Facts.
100%. Sit there and learn.
100%. I kept saying that. I was like, every episode, like, really didn't find no negatives in this episode. Glad they ended with Gambit being turned into a horseman. Give this episode an A. Absolutely. Seen images of Colossus showing up in the next episode. Ooh. So maybe
love to see him.
Oh, Colossus could be the one that they. Yeah, but
the special guest they
not
meet
there. So why would Colossus still be in Savage Land? I don't know.
Why would he be? I was gonna say, why would he be in Antarctica though?
That makes
do
no
you
sense.
recall a part where he's in Antarctica? Like ever?
No.
Unless
I know I didn't read every book, but I've read a lot of them. I don't remember him ever being even in X Corp. I don't remember. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Why would he be there
at all?
At
Colossus
all?
would never be there.
Never.
Mm-hmm.
So if
it makes no
is him,
sense.
I'd be like, what? They're going now. I'm like, I don't know where you're fucking going with the story. I was all about it up until right now. Why?
So hey, Nzo, Jen, and also Brian. Hope you're doing better today, Brian. No, he's not. You could look at his face. You could tell he's still upset. Hey, this is my joy. Feel my pain. Now you know how I feel when there's things that I can't fucking stand.
No. This is so bad on a different level. I'm literally trying. I'm like a ticking time bomb. I know. I'm just like at any point in time I can just blow up, and just go.
I know.
Off the edge and deep in and go about why I think it's so bad, and I blame Ryan Coogler specifically.
I know.
I will go after him. So, oh my god, I'm trying not to. No.
Said, and Colossus became a horseman in the comic books. Really?
So Colossus also, I guess he in Savage Land. He saved somebody from the T-Rex. We know we're gonna have a T-Rex. He saved someone from a T-Rex, and then he had a kid.
I do remember that he had a kid, but I don't remember him being in Savage Land. But again, I just might not remember it, or maybe I missed an issue or two.
Yeah.
It's possible. I'm sorry.
Was this kid with Kitty Pryde?
No, it's like a real. Man, I can't think of what it is. I gotta look it up.
I gotta look it up because it's not always that important. I'm so sorry.
He says, just as good as not better. Yeah, I'll skip all the nerd man talk. He's crown crap. FYI, if you didn't hear, season 3 production is finished. Yeah, and they have a clip of season 3 too. And I was like, oh, they have a clip of season 3 already, so that's good. So we won't have to wait too long for it.
I was right. So Colossus had a little-known son named Peter in the Marvel Universe, born to a Savage Land native named Naril.
Oh, really?
From the All People tribe.
Oh, so that would make sense why he's in there then. Okay.
He saved her from a T-Rex, and then because he saved her, she's like my hero, and then they have sex, and then they have a baby.
Right, and so there is, he does actually become the Horseman of War in a future alternative timeline. I did not read that, and I don't recall that. I apologize, guys. I don't remember that.
That's not an Uncanny X-Men.
It's not Uncanny. It's it's an alternate timeline and an alternate universe. It was not.
Which makes sense.
World.
Like X-Men Unlimited or something like that.
It's it's on. Where was it?
Nzo thinks 80% of things are trash. 95%, all right? Don't short me, bro. 95% of the shit, all right? T'Challa better not make one mistake.
Yeah. Brian, did you read Omega Worlds? The Omega World arc? I did not. I now, like I read it, that's where he becomes the Apocalypse's Horseman of War. And I did not read Omega Worlds. I know about it. I never got to it.
I know. So that's X-Men since about 2014. I kind of been
stepping off.
Yeah, because it's like 8,000 things going on at the same time, and the whole timeline doesn't make sense. And in one timeline, someone's dead, and the next one they're alive, and I'm like, and then they both come out in the same week, and I'm like, what is going on? Why is Kitty Pryde dead in this one, and then she has a kid? I don't understand what the hell's going on. So I was like, F this.
So they barely give Bishop screen time. They give him a little bit in this episode. They give him a little bit of.
They don't give no screen time to fucking Forge, and then they put him in the X-Men opening credits. I'm like, where's Forge? You don't see Forge. At
No
least
one
like
wants
show him getting
Forge.
it on with Storm right now. Jesus Christ.
That's why Forge don't be deserving of this stuff, man.
Yeah, Forge is not. I don't understand why we don't see enough of Forge. And I mean,
Forge
I
is
love
the
Bishop,
Jermaine
but
Dupri for Janet Jackson. That's what Forge is. Like, what are you doing?
he's
How
jealous
the hell
because
you
he
get
hitting
her?
it with Storm.
That make no damn sense.
Yes.
He is literally the Jermaine Dupri. Like, I don't understand how'd you get Janet Jackson. You know?
You see, you are correct. You are correct. He is upset because of that. Because it's got to be Storm and T'Challa. That's what we want, right? We need Storm and T'Challa. And the fact that it's Forge.
There's no more here. There's no more here. I'm done. I'm done with the whole thing. You know, I'm gonna stay with my comic books. I'm just gonna read over my comic books now. I'm just not doing it. Nope.
I was saying this, Brian, and Jen gave a good point, but I was saying real quick that I'm like, are they using this guy for the reboot, or is it just for like the Secret Wars? And then
he's
like,
going forward.
He is right, like in the reboot,
going forward. And James Johnson is a very good actor. Don't get me wrong. I don't want everyone to misunderstand me. David Johnson, I like. I really liked him in Alien. I liked him in The Long Walk.
He was the best part of Romulus.
But he's also the best part of The Long Walk.
That too.
The Long Walk. He was
absolutely.
This guy has all the chops and everything to be, and he's young. Well, he's 32. He's young enough to kind of grow up the character and become the T'Challa we want. The problem is there is no T'Challa. Yeah. There is no T'Challa. T'Challa Jr., fuck you.
Yeah, he's supposed to be their son. It's only in Black Panther 3 in 2028, right? And in my opinion, he doesn't have the right physique to be Black Panther #1. Like, great actor, but doesn't have the physique. But he's only going to be Black Panther in 2023. So they did cast Damson Idris to be the replacement of the OG T'Challa. So I think that will be the T'Challa that we'll see in Doomsday. They haven't started anything with Secret Wars yet, so who knows who the fuck they're going to be. But if they bring anything in or kind of do anything, I think that Damson Idris will be the OG T'Challa. And when they do bring in Black Panther 3, Damson Idris is supposed to be the T'Challa that's passing down the torch to this new cat that we're
This
all
is what's
upset
going to
about.
really piss me off. Watch him be a variant. Watch him be from a different universe. Watch him be from. So they decide to bring in someone from a new universe, and instead of giving you a T'Challa, they give you Toussaint. And they're gonna say, "Oh, but he grew up with his father." Then why the fuck did we not have this recast his father? It's Marvel not wanting to take a step back and realize they made a bad decision, and then just double down on it. And it pisses me off so much.
It's gonna get a lot worse when those movies come out. 100%.
I'm not going to see it. I remember telling Chill, you're wrong for not supporting this movie. You know, whatever. You should go and see it. You know, because black movies don't get made and don't make money. And I'm at a point now where I'm like, fuck that movie. I'm not seeing any of it. I'm done.
But you see,
like my husband right now. My husband's the same way. He's like, I'm done with this shit. I'm too old. I've watched them fuck up too many fucking movies. I'm fucking done with this shit. Like, if they've already fucked it up, he's like, I'm good. He's like, I tried. They always continually fuck shit up. And my husband gets so mad. He's like, I'm sticking to the comic books, and I'll be happy.
Dude, that's how I am with Star Wars. Right? I am so sick of what they're doing with Star Wars to the point where when it comes out, I just like, do I really care to watch this anymore? Even when they give one that's pretty good, right? Well, at least you guys say it's pretty good, which was Maul. I just couldn't enjoy it because I'm like, I don't care what they're doing with Star Wars. Like, fuck Star Wars right now. Like, I feel you, Brian. 100%.
Marvel started off the whole conversation at San Diego Comic-Con saying, hey, guys, we're going to recast somebody. This motherfucker started off the conversation with recasting.
Right. Right.
And then didn't recast.
And then they recast T'Challa. I was like, fuck you. Like, really? This is what you're going to do? Like, I can't believe this, dude. I think exactly what Lauren said. They made an emotional decision, and now they just double downing on a bad decision. Instead of just saying, no, you know what, this is what the people really want. We really need this stuff. We now understand the importance of T'Challa. We now understand the importance of being raised, the lineage of being raised from a father, a king, time after time after time, understanding that you are part of something in the culture that has nothing to do with any colonization, has nothing to do with any slavery, has nothing to do with anything but you're the most powerful You can stand up and on your own shoulders and the shoulders of your ancestors that we still have a connection to. Like there's so many things that they fucked up, and it makes no sense why they keep on doing it. Like they burned all the heart-shaped herb, so they did that in the fucking movie to say that we're no longer going to have this connection.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Anyway,
that was stupid.
They killed the family.
Yeah, that was stupid.
They used brown to kill black to destroy a world that has been there. They've been a nation that has been even the walls haven't been tampered with for thousands of years.
I was gonna say centuries, like before the Bible.
It's ridiculous. And then they have them more come and kill it, destroy the whole thing. They take all the black men out of there, and then they're gonna raise this kid in a world that was the first colonized place. They kicked their people out, but they lost the war because they're still paying France. So what you did is you took the culture, right? You took the culture away from a world that you never were colonized, and you put it in one that's enraged, engulfed in slavery. So instead of giving you this connection to your ancestors, you put it for slavery. And then you don't have his father there. And then you put the fucking, your mother who's raising a son alone. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Fuck you, Marvel. Because that doesn't make any sense.
You know what it is? It's a lack of respect because they don't know what the fuck respect, what that word means, what the value is behind it, what it looks like, what it sounds like, what it smells like. Because of that lack of respect, this is what the fuck we got. And it's all hidden behind but we want to do the right thing because of what we believe, because we want to honor and respect. No, you don't want to honor shit. You don't know the fucking word of respect. How can you fucking know how to honor anything if you have no respect and values? That's what it is. They have no respect and values. That's the bottom
You are
line.
lucky you were not here for what Danny said, because you would have lost your fucking mind.
Yeah.
But
why? What did he say?
When Danny said he don't care and he thinks people need to stop about. No, he said people getting all worked up over fake stuff.
Oh yeah, he did say that, and I'm like, but I didn't want to say anything. I want to add on, but I was gonna be like, it's not about being fake. It's about what it symbolizes and represents in our culture, and the fact that they can show that type of oppression and disrespect and make it a like an underlying message that we all fucking feel and see, even though it wasn't specifically said. I didn't want to say that because I know, like, you told me not to get into it with Danny, so I didn't want to get into it with Danny. But I was gonna be like, it's a cultural representation that fucks us all over, but I didn't say that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we got to move on, guys, because we still got Dead City later on.
The anger is still coming up, so you know.
It's quite all right.
That's why I said the gems yesterday. I was like, flow state. Keep going, bro. Keep going. Flow. Preach. I got you. I feel you.
I know. Don't worry. Chill will be hollering at you for that stream coming up soon if you didn't already. You know that, so it's coming. Now that Danny's left, I can give my real grade. Episode was really good. Liking the show so far. B plus. Why are you just fucking with Danny for? You better leave him alone. He's a police officer, eh?
Remember that? Find you.
Facts.
Brian already lost all his hair. Come on, man.
Yeah, we not facts. We're not gonna skip. We'll skip that one, Anik Jones. We need an announcement for season 5 and 6 of X-Men '97. Yeah. You guys have never read Gen Z. Clearly, it's mad disrespectful to give Sync and Chamber have Sync and Chamber. They're doing nothing like the episode, but that was trash. Like the episode, but that was trash. But they're young again.
Yeah, but you know, again, in there, it's not their place. And you know why I told them? As a child, when you're having an adult conversation and a child speaks up, you tell the child to sit the fuck down and shut up.
Right. It's
not your time.
Not your place. Right.
When you become the adult, then you can make that decision. But right now, you sit down and wait.
Right. And let me just be clear. It's an age thing. I don't give a fuck how much you think you write on the internet.
100%.
You know, shut the fuck up. It's an age. And then again, that comes down to respect.
100%.
Respect your elders. You're not, I don't care how much you think you know. Shut the fuck up. If you're smart enough at your age, you will know when is you can say, excuse me, properly and interject. And that's usually when the conversation's over. Not in the middle of it because that's not your place or your role. Stay in your lane before we put you in your lane because we can. We're the adults. You're a kid.
100%. You don't know. You don't see big man talking. You know what I mean? That's it. That's all you gotta tell them. They can make mistakes, but to do nothing. They said, "What's up, Basel? How you doing?" Absolutely. Okay, no, we're gonna skip any T'Challa stuff. I'm skipping.
Yeah, Brian needs to calm down.
We will never get out of here.
Yeah, 100%. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing. He was cat. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
That was not a very. We don't give a fuck.
Not doing that
matter.
one.
Keep going.
You gotta stand on it. There we go. I'm just like, nope. Skip. Sorry, guys, because we will never get out of here.
Brian is firmly planted on this hill.
Yeah. But you know what?
I will never. I'm not getting off this. You know what? I'm done.
No, die on that hill, and I'm right behind you, nigga. I'm right behind you, straight up.
You need to do a rant and then clip it and then put it out there.
Please.
Right? You like with all the fucking emotion you can muster. I am telling you, bro, it'll blow up.
It'll blow up. Do it.
You can't be calm. Like the emotion you give it now, give that emotion. Yell, scream, high heaven. Even if you have to go over the top, but do that 10-minute video of talking about this, and it's gonna blow up for you.
1 million
Trust
views.
me.
1 million views, because you're not
guaranteed.
The only one. You'll get everybody in our community, the black and the brown, that will be
Guaranteed.
like all the shit we wanted to say and couldn't fucking say it. 100%.
Guaranteed.
Even my husband was like, I'd watch that video. He's like, I agree. He's like, I just don't want to even be bothered to say it because we know who's running the shit. WPs, and that's the way it is. So yeah.
Yep.
Brian is right. Only this time. All right. This time, no.
Hashtag Brian
All
is
this
right.
time.
I'm supporting
No.
that. Brian
Jen,
is
don't
right.
start that. Please don't start that. That shit will drive me up a wall if I go in these guys' chat and he's in my chat. And everybody's hashtag and Brian is fucking right. Like, no. I'm already getting hashtag Nzo is wrong. Now we're gonna have a right. Brian is right.
No hashtag Nzo's wrong. No, we're not doing that. We're not going that way.
No, we're not going that way.
It's not a competition. Hashtag Nzo got the support. That's my nigga. Nzo got the hashtag Nzo got the support. I'm with that.
Look, this guy's like clock it already. T1000, I thought you were my boy. What are we doing here? Jen, do you have any negatives for this episode?
Not really, honestly. No, except for now I don't feel we're going to get Onslaught this season like I thought we were last. That's the only negative, and I don't know if it's really a negative if they can keep the certain pacing that they're doing and don't slack and fall behind the way Brian was saying before. So if they can keep the pace going, I'm with it. So far, no negatives this season.
I have no negatives for this episode either, but I'm with you guys. Like, if we get this Savage line and it's like nothing, not connected, it's like another one of the Wolverine episodes, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, no.
Right? You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be some sort of connection to what we've been watching already because we only have 9 episodes. This is episode 6, so we got 2 more after this. Right?
I mean, the next one that's Dead Man's Hand, so you know that has everything to do with Gambit.
Yes.
Where's my Gambit? Right there with the Dead Man's Hands. That's where you always throw in this stuff. You know, and then it's survival of the fittest. The fittest. So that's where we're going with this.
Yes, absolutely.
I wonder if we're gonna get another Horseman next episode and then one right after. You feel me? So that way, because Gambit can he'll be able to pull somebody as a third Horseman, and then that final episode we're gonna get the 4 Horsemen and see where that's gonna go, or that'll jump us into season 3.
Yeah,
I like that.
Exactly what it is. The 4 Horsemen will lead us into season 3. We'll have no resolution at all.
Right.
There will be there.
And that'll be a cliffhanger that they're like fucked at that point.
Right, and I like that too because I think if they do that, the last one we will see is Magneto.
Yes.
Right? The last Horseman, you see the final episode of him resurrecting Magneto, and then they show a clip of him with his 4 horsemen behind him, and then we say to be continued next season or something like that. That would be fire. That would be fire. Absolutely.
If we get Polaris and Magneto, who do you think is going to be? If we have Gambit, Polaris, Magneto, who do you think is going to be the 4th?
I'm with Brian. It's got to be Sunfire. That's who I suspect.
Sunfire, right? That's what I'm thinking. Okay, I want to make sure that we're on the same page.
100%. 100%. Because I remember I was going through, before the couple episodes ago, I was going through all of the Magneto. Apocalypse, and then I see
Sunspot.
Sunspot is
Sunspot. Yeah, Sunspot. Sorry,
Sunspot.
Yeah. But in the comic, it was Sunfire.
Yes.
So I was like, well, they don't have Sunfire, so they might as well. If they're going to do it, they're going to use Sunspot. So
and you look at the relationship, and you understand how you set up and how you do a show. When you highlight their relationship before and
the love
episode 3, you're going to go back to that.
Yeah, because it has a lot of underlinings to the love part we were talking about, right? As well.
Right. I think they'll wind up. I think Apocalypse will try to take Jubilee, and it'll be Sunspot will.
I can see that.
Himself and go in for. I think we're definitely going to see that play out.
I like that. Absolutely. I just want to play this last scene before we get out of here. Jen, did you give it a grade?
Oh, it's definitely an A+.
Yeah, I give it an A+ too. But I'm going to show this scene here because I thought this was absolutely amazing the way it ended. So let's watch this. Athens.
And that was the Watchers behind in the background.
That was
the Watchers.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Oh,
yeah,
you're
right.
No sound. I don't know if there is sound yet, but there's.
Yeah, put it on. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let us begin.
There's no us. It's just you. It's so funny.
Increase the power.
I love it.
So fire.
Yeah, it is.
You see the tower card. You see the lovers, the death card. Yeah.
X-Core. Yep.
Yeah.
My question is, which order is he going to go in? Is he going to go Rogue and then X-Corp, or X-Corp and then Rogue?
Ooh.
I want to know what order it's going to go in. Though, if it goes by the cord, by the way that we see the cards, it'll be X-Corp and then Rogue.
I think so. Rogue being the last one, so he's seeing him do it, and then she's going to be hear about it, and then seeing him. That's going to be emotional.
Yep, and Rogue is going to be the one to break him out of it for sure, right? It just won't be this season. We're going to get it. Yeah, it'll be next season. Absolutely. Guys, that was it for this episode. We got to go over to get ready to watch. Actually, it came out early, so I have it, so we could start whenever.
Dead City's already out. I thought it was coming out at 9. Ooh, I killed
it. I woke up this morning. I was like, yo, because I remember I used to get it early.
I just didn't remember
what time.
At midnight.
Yeah, I get it midnight Saturday. So if that's the case, we could probably do that if I'm not doing anything for the night. But usually I do, so we'll see. But yeah, guys, Jen, tell the people where they can find you.
You guys can find me on Nerdy.AF. You can find me on Sci-Fi Vision, also Real Cinema Therapy, and of course, right here on Big Afford Entertainment, y'all.
Absolutely. And Brian,
you're gonna see me blow up on like 5 different shows because the anger I have inside of me is going to be just exploded on everyone. And if I don't do it, I will implode. And you know what? I challenge any of them. I want anyone at Marvel to come and call me. It doesn't have to be on live. It don't have to be on anything else. You can call my cell phone. We can have a conversation, brother. So like, I'm telling you, this is going to be awful, and I'm going to blow up so much because I have points that I just want to go over, and I want to know why. Why do you hate culture?
Black people.
What is it that you hate this?
I didn't mean to cut that in. Sorry.
No, you're right.
I want to know. I'm trying not to say it, but I want to know what it is.
You're absolutely right.
Why you getting DEI? Why you getting diversity? Say it nicely and all professional. Why? I'm just saying why. We're supposed to be a melting pot. What are you melting? White chocolate?
It's literally like they look at the first like Panther. They said, "Y'all see what they're doing with this fake play?"
Yeah, it made way too much money.
I see them all coming together.
Way too much money.
So they'll get ideas. They'll unite against us. Like we should have 400 years ago, but I'm not gonna.
Facts.
We're gonna kill them. We're gonna fake this culture out, and we're gonna bring them back to that slavery.
Facts.
That's what we're gonna do.
But I will say this: I am enjoying every minute of your pain, brother. I am enjoying it. I feel it, but I'm fucking enjoying it. I am loving it. I got my popcorn and shit anytime Brian's coming on. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Word. I went and got cookies and milk last night while I was watching Brian. I was like, flow state cookies.
100%.
I'm enjoying all of it.
100%.
Preach. Go.
Tank set me up too because we were supposed to be talking about something totally different, and he was like, "Hey, before we get started," I was like, "This motherfucker, I know what's going on."
When he started the stream, he was by himself. He was like, before we get started, I'm waiting for Brian to come on. He's like, I'm going to ask him what he thinks about this. He's like, so we probably might not get started for a while. So I knew, because I was like one of the first ones in, I'm like, I knew you were going to get set up. And then when you jumped in, you went going, I was like, cookies and milk time. I'm just sitting there eating at the kitchen table. I was like, oh, this is fucking divine. I'm loving it. I got my husband. I put that shit on speakerphone. My husband's like, yep, that's why I don't watch that shit no more. I stick to the comic books. He's like, that's why. I was dying. You were on point, Brian. It was divine.
It's like I start slow and lower and low. I'm good, and then I just start getting it, and then I'm like, amen. I know. I need to calm down, but I can't.
Facts, 100%. Hey, listen. I wasn't
Brian
even home.
Brian never curses, and every now and again he would let one curse go, and I was like, "Oh, he into it now."
I wasn't even home when I was watching that shit.
Right?
You know what I mean? I have my phone on my ear, like the wifey's there. She's like, "Oh, you just hold on. hold on." Right? What are you laughing at? Oh, I'm Brian. See, when other people can even see black people are treated unfairly, I know I'm not going crazy. Oh yeah, 100%.
No, you're not going crazy. You're not going crazy at all.
100%. Especially when it comes to the movie industry and shit like that. We talk about it all the freaking time, right? That's why when we get something with positive representation, we're happy. We're like, yes, finally, right? They're just not giving us enough. Yeah, exactly.
But you almost got to wait for the other shoe to drop. Like you're sitting there waiting.
Yeah.
They don't give us enough, right? So we talk about that all the time. But guys, come over next because we are going to go over and we are going to watch Dead City Season 3, Episode 1. Should be a good one. Guys, thank you for coming in, and we out. Peace. I didn't even